If you've ever thought, I don't even recognize myself anymore. Why am I worrying about everything? And why do I suddenly panic when someone doesn't answer the phone? Why can't I relax anymore? I need you to hear this. Your anxiety may not have started because something is wrong with you. It may have started because something unimaginable happened to you. Today, I want to explain why grief can completely change the way your brain and nervous system experience the world. Because once I understood what was happening, I stopped believing I was broken. And I hope by the end of this video that you'll stop believing that too. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amanda, your grief big sis. I'm a therapist, but I'm also someone who's walked this road myself. I lost my mom after her battle with early onset dementia, and just a couple of years later, I lost my dad to pancreatic cancer. So everything I share here comes from both my clinical experience and my own life. My hope is that this can be the place where you finally feel understood and where you realize that you don't have to carry all of this alone. When someone we love dies, our brain learns a painful lesson. Life isn't predictable. The people I love can disappear, and bad things can happen. Your brain isn't trying to make you anxious. It's trying to make sure that you never experience that kind of pain again. That's why your brain starts scanning for danger. You feel hypervigilant, constantly in survival mode. You have a constant alertness. It's almost like your brain hired a security guard that never goes home. And if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this explains so much, but what do I actually do when my anxiety spikes? I've got you. I put together a free download called the Giant List of Coping Skills. It's a collection of simple, therapist-informed strategies that you can try when grief feels overwhelming or your nervous system is on high alert. You don't need to remember everything I share today. You can download it using the link below and come back to it whenever you need it. You noticed that after one loss, you suddenly become terrified that something will happen to everyone else. You check your phone, you worry if someone's late, you always assume the worst. You imagine accidents, you feel panicked if someone doesn't answer. Why? Because your brain is saying, it happened once, it could happen again. That's grief, not weakness. Think of your nervous system like the smoke detector in your house. Before loss, it only went off when there was real danger. But after loss, it has become so sensitive that it starts going off when someone burns toast. Nothing is actually on fire, but your nervous system doesn't know that yet, and it's just trying to protect you. People often tell grieving people, just relax. But here's the problem. Your body doesn't feel safe enough to relax. When your nervous system believes danger could happen at any moment, rest feels impossible. That isn't failure. That's biology. But here's the good news. Your nervous system can learn safety again, not because you'll ever forget the person you lost, but because your body can slowly learn that not every moment is an emergency. Healing doesn't erase grief. It helps your body stop expecting disaster around every corner. And that takes time. And there is no timeline. You are not behind. I'm going to teach you one simple tool right now, but I also want you to know that there isn't just one right coping skill. That's actually why I created this giant list of coping skills, because some days breathing helps, other days it doesn't. Some days going for a walk is exactly what you need, and other days you need comfort, distraction, movement, or simply permission to rest. The guide gives you dozens of ideas so you can find what works for you on the day you're having, not the day you wish you were having. I want you to try something the next time your anxiety spikes. It's called the Name, Orient, Next Step method. And you can even connect it to your existing framework and things you've been working on in your grief. The first step is to name it. This feels like a grief alarm. Then orient to the present. Look around the room and see where you are. Finally, choose one next step. One sip of water, One deep breath, one text, one walk. The goal isn't to make the anxiety disappear. It's to remind your nervous system that you are here in this moment. If no one has told you this lately, you are not weak, you're not overreacting, and you're not failing at grief. Your brain and your body have been trying to protect you after one of the hardest experiences a person can go through. And while that protection can feel exhausting, it also means your nervous system can learn safety again. If today's video helped you understand why your anxiety feels so different after loss, I don't want to leave you here without something practical. So I've linked that free giant list of coping skills below. It's the resource I wish someone had handed me after the loss of my parents. A place to turn when your brain feels overwhelmed and you don't know what to do next. Download it, save it on your phone, and come back to it whenever you need a little extra support. And if you're looking for more than just videos, I'm also building something I'm incredibly excited about. Your Grief Big Sis community. It's a place where you'll find therapist-informed education, practical coping tools, guided exercises, workshops, courses, journal prompts, and a community of people who truly understand what it's like to live with grief. My hope is that it becomes a place where you feel supported, not just on your hardest days, but as you build a life around your loss. The community isn't open just yet, but you can join the waitlist using the link below. You'll be the first to know when the doors open, and I'll be sharing exclusive resources and updates along the way. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe. Every week I'll be here with honest conversations about grief, anxiety, and healing. So you always have a place to come back to when you need a little understanding and a little hope. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Did your anxiety change after your loss? No matter where you are in your grief journey, I'm so glad you're here. Until next time, I'm your Grief Big Sis, and I'll meet you back here soon.